Hi class, my name is Miss Hernandez, and today we'll be talking about J.P. Guilford. Now Guilford was a U.S. psychologist. He was born in Nebraska in 1897, and he studied there. He studied at the University of Nebraska studying psychometrics. And he eventually, he was a student of Titchener, who was also famous for his experimental psychology. And what's interesting to take note is that the time period this took place in was the contemporary explorations time period, and that's where they used statistical techniques and modern experimental designs to make standardized testing of intelligence a way of life in Western countries. So basically this was the time where they were creating standardized testing, like they were analyzing intelligence and taking a look at how we should be measuring intelligence. So, if you could talk to your partner for a second and reality check on what we know so far about Guilford.
Standardizing. So how do you know what means what, two means what, three means what?
Alright. He later moved to California, to Southern California, and, but before that, going backwards, he was a student also of Spearman that we learned about last week, and he actually rejected Spearman's his hypotheses about intelligence because he thought that intelligence could be characterized, or he didn't think that intelligence could be characterized by a single numerical parameter. So he moved to Southern California, and he originally was on a Air Force base. And there he was teaching, he was training the future Air Force soldier men. And they saw that around 80% of them, only around 80% of them were graduating from the program. And they're wondering, why were these students taking this one test? Why were 20% of them not graduating? Could anyone tell me why they think this might have been the case?
Because they had difficulties with the test.
Aha! So they took a look at this, and so Guilford thought, maybe not everyone's brains are the same. What an idea! Maybe that people think differently. So he created a what is it called? It's called the IS. He created the structure of intellect. It's known as the IS, and it consisted of a cube. And this cube had three main categories. I'll write them up for you guys. So there were operations, content, and products. Yeah. So operations, content, and products. So, and this consisted of the IS cube. It was a cube. So if you guys want to say this with me, repeat after me. Operations. Content. And products.
Products.
There. So these are really important because out of each category, the three categories, there are also even more. But before that, let me see if there's something I've missed. No, I think we're good. One thing to note, he also studied with Titchener at Cornell. He was a student of Titchener as well. So, he, like I said, he was observing the dissimilarities in people's abilities in different areas. So he came up with these different categories for intelligence. So under all of these, there were even more to them. So under operations, there was evaluation, convergent production, divergent production, memory, and cognition. Under content, there were figural, symbolic, semantic, and behavioral. Then other products, there was units, classes, systems, transformations, and implications. So that is what he is most famous for. It was a cube, and so that had like 5, 4, and 6 different categories, and if you multiply all those out, that's up to over 150 different types of intelligences. So he just kind of threw at the world that there are lots of different ways that people think. So he was pretty revolutionary for that. So Guilford, he shared that intelligence is incredibly complex and because of him, intelligence is no longer considered a monolithic global trait. Any questions? All right, thanks.